A Ukrainian man is in custody accused of stealing data from millions of people. 26-year-old Mark Sokolovsky is waiting extradition in the U.S. after he was arrested in the Netherlands. The U.S. District Attorney Western District says he is behind the cybercrime operation that could impact more victims across the world. KENS 5's Vanessa Croy is joining us now with more. And Vanessa, you're saying there are victims across the world, but what about right here in San Antonio?
Well, that's right, Audrey. That is really the scary thing here at tonight as we're telling you about this. Officials told us today that they found over 50 million unique pieces of personal information. Now, that's anything from email addresses to login credentials to bank accounts. And those victims span across the world, including some victims here in San Antonio. And the officials believe that there could be so many more victims out there. So how do you know if you could be one? Take a look. The Department of Justice says Ukrainian citizen Mark Sokolovsky is the mastermind behind an international cybercrime operation that infected millions of computers.
Hiding behind a keyboard does not grant them impunity to prey upon our citizens.
So how did he pull it off? Officials say Sokolovsky operated a malware system called Raccoon InfoStealer. Crooks paid $200 a month in cryptocurrency to lease the malware.
Many of the victims of the Raccoon InfoStealer malware were compromised through an email phishing campaign. Victims received an email with a link that allowed the malicious actors to access the targeted systems.
And when unsuspecting users would click on the link, they became unsuspecting victims. Raccoon InfoStealer would then take over, snatching personal information like login credentials, bank accounts, credit cards, and other personal records.
This investigation has identified more than 50 million credentials and forms of identification, including email addresses, bank accounts, cryptocurrency addresses, and credit card numbers.
So how do you know if you're one of those unsuspecting victims? The DOJ has set up this website, raccoon.ic3.gov. Type in your email and authorities will do the rest.
We want to get what information we can, determine if their email is a part of this cache of stolen data that we have, and whether or not there was exploitation involved in any of their data.
Well, Audrey, I can tell you the first thing I did when I got back to my desk today after that press conference was go to that website and type in my email. It's quick and it's easy. Officials told us today they are trying to get back to people as soon as they can to let them know if they are impacted by this cybercrime operation. Now, as for Sokolovsky, he was arrested in the Netherlands and waiting extradition back to the U.S., where he's facing 4 federal charges, counts of federal charges, including aggravated identity theft. He could be facing 30 years behind bars. Reporting live tonight, Vanessa Croy, KENS 5.